documentary about the Woodstock 99.
Didn't watch that. I'm gonna watch that tonight.
Oh, it's so good.
Hell yeah.
It's so, I always wondered like those clips of DMX in front of 500,000
That clip
people.
is like holy.
Yeah, I would see that on Twitter all the time, especially like after he passed, people would be posting that. And I'm like, what is this? I've never seen this many people in one place in my entire life. And it was Woodstock 99. Yeah, I think it was 500,000 people in the crowd in the middle of like an airfield, like a military airfield.
I just have to highlight that. Like, you know, you could argue like just because media is different and how artists are able to reach people and create niches and blah, blah, blah. I think specifically DMX in that clip, I don't know. It's crazy how DMX could perform at Woodstock where there's arguably, maybe there aren't that many rap fans there or people who would necessarily like understand DMX as a person and his music.
Yeah.
And I feel like DMX is one of those special people where his sound and like his style, you could literally like everybody knows who he is.
Oh yeah.
And for him to do his music and you have that like one voice all the way to the back of that airfield, everyone's like, I fucking know this.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Oh yeah. And it's his voice.
Yeah.
He's performing. It's not like fucking half the clip from Rolling Loud, where it's just literally them hopping around to the song.
Yeah, he's up there.
Yeah,
and he's like fucking
rapping his ass off.
This is my shit. Let's go. Yeah, man.
Yeah, that's an unbelievable clip. Yeah, Woodstock 99 was just a train wreck. It gets super dark too, like really dark. Like a lot of like it starts with like, you know, I don't know, like they had a pay-per-view program where you could buy it if you didn't want to go.
Yeah.
And so they had a whole bunch of camera dudes there that were like basically really focusing on women like showing their boobs.
Oh, dude, yeah.
So
yeah.
It got, like the whole event got super like rapey because dudes were like women were crowd surfing with their tops off and dudes would just grope them. And then it gets like even more dark than that because it just descends into chaos because so many things went wrong. It was like 100 and something degrees out on a black tarmac airfield.
Yeah.
With 500,000 people. By the third day, by Sunday, it was like people were ripping the plywood off and burning it. So during Red Hot Chili Peppers set, you look over and there's like, it looks like apocalyptic. There's like 500,000 people and then in the middle, there's gigantic bonfires.
I thought I remember back in the day, I thought someone cut up like a highlight reel of like those topless shots from Woodstock. I feel like that was like on like Kazaa or something. Like I want to say I remember like an elementary school friend's like older brother being like, dude, you got to see this. Those bonfires make me think of when I saw the one time I saw Rage live. It was that same shit. It was like the closer it got to their set, there were more bonfires on this giant hill.
Yeah.
And people just like packed up around them.
It's like unbelievable. It's so crazy. And like this, it brought me back when I was watching. So basically on Saturday, kind of when the chaos was like from the beginning, but it just gets worse and worse day by day.
Yeah.
And they play it out like as the lineup progresses, like the chaos, you could just feel it, right? There's like this palpable negative energy that just gets worse and worse as the day goes on. And so they're like, you know, timing the day out by the set, and they're like, so when Limp Bizkit came on, it was the headline set on Saturday, and people are going crazy. Like, people are moshing like so fucking hard. That's when they started ripping the plywood off, and kids were crowd surfing on the plywood. So the organizers were like, yo, people are gonna like die if this doesn't calm down. So they went to Fred Durst, and they're like, can you just calm it down? And Fred Durst went out and did this like giant 2-minute monologue in the middle of, I forget what song it was, but it's the one with Chainsaw. Is that Break Stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah. In the middle of Break Stuff. Break Shit, whatever. Where like they're playing this bridge, basically just repeating the same bar over and over again to build tension.
Yeah, it's like,
and he's like, if you feel any negative energy right now, if anything's wrong in your life, and it's a bunch of like privileged white people being like, yeah, what the fuck? This is after they told him to cool it, to try to calm people down so people don't die.
All that negative energy, and let that shit out of your fucking system. You got girl problems, you got boy problems, you got parent problems, you got boss problems, you got job problems, you got a problem with me, you got a problem with yourself. It's time to take all that negative energy and put it the fuck out. Because right now I'm dangerous.
I'm skin your ass raw.
Give me something to break.
That's the worst.
The worst line that these people could be hearing and screaming.
Yeah, so like that was the that was the gist. You know, that was like my conclusion afterwards. It just reminded me of how fucking awful Limp Bizkit's lyrics are.
Yeah. Skin your ass raw.
Imagine your Saturday night at the most chaotic festival ever, 500,000 people there, and you're at the climax, and you build that energy up like that.
Yeah.
Just to say,
give me something to break.
I mean, I think for Limp Bizkit too, they were so hated that it was like, oh, we're just gonna double down, triple down, and just send this shit to the moon.
Yeah.
Like, this is our like rock star moment. Which honestly, good on them, because I would have did the same shit.
yeah.
It was so funny how he got by his whole career, just all the dumbass lyrics he had. I'll skin your ass raw.
I'll pack a chainsaw.
Your ass raw.
Okay, this is the worst Limp Bizkit lyrics right here.
Coming raw with no corrections, saving all perfections for what I do with my erections.
What?
Yeah, that's literally just like what rhymes.
I mean, it doesn't. It's my ass and your perfume. They make temptation hard to refuse.
Yeah, he literally raps like a gnome in World of Warcraft. I feel bad for Fred because, you know, he turned out to be like this sort of like nice guy or whatever, but
What do you mean?
he did like a Reddit AMA where everyone was just shit. And he was just like, yeah, that's me, man. Not a single nice thing. It was like, what is it like knowing like you're the worst artist in the history of man? He's like, it's a title, I guess. Just like beaten to a pulp.
Jesus Christ.
To the point that, you know, angry people on Reddit would say things like, damn, I kind of feel bad. Like, he just seems like a regular guy.
Yeah, I mean, I just like, so one of the guys that they had on, like, commentating, he was, or like, just like, giving his opinions about this era, was because he was like trying to like also analyze why the culture was the way it was,
Yeah.
what led up to this, and
Yeah.
and you know why nu metal even became a thing.
Yeah.
Because it's the weirdest period. Like you look back, you know, like Woodstock traditionally was classic rock, and I think like they did it 2 years earlier in somewhere else in New York, and it was like this incredible festival with like, you know, amazing culturally important music.
Yeah.
And 2 years later, it's like Kid Rock, Limp Bizkit,
POD.
like
Korn.
like Creed, Korn.
Yeah.
It's this weird lineup.
Mm-hmm.
And so they're basically, this one guy is just making fun of it, and he's like, it's crazy, like the way that white people like take something like hip hop or something and just remove the soul and the
artistic part.
And I'm like, Limp Bizkit is the perfect example of that. So is Kid Rock.
Yep.
Kid Rock came on stage in this gigantic white fucking like mink.
Oh yeah, I
He's
remember
like-
that shit.
It's like, dude.
Yeah, because I remember, you know, when he did End Together Now with a Method Man, you know, I feel like kids saw that and they were like, oh, Method Man's dope. So like that was really smart on their part to appear like they got a cosign from Method Man.
Yeah.
Right. To like help them legitimize themselves. But yeah, and then you'd like go listen to them on their other music and you're like, what is this, dude?
Yeah.
It's like bad hip hop drum loops,
Yeah.
you know, and it's like this shit is off. Like it's like
Pack a chainsaw.
Or this one.
no doubt. I love
Sniff on them panties now.
sweet.
Oh my God.
And some people might go, oh, well, rap music now doesn't have a lot of... It's like, shut up, man. There are plenty of artists out there that you just don't go looking for. It's like you can't use the mainstream as representative of fucking art style.
Yeah.
Like, and especially for this period, when you had dudes like DMX, like who were like really like writing about their life and how they grew up, and like his aggression and all that was real because he came from like a fucking tough ass background.
Yeah.
And then to be followed by this bozo who's like,
You got girl problems? You got boss problems? Give me something to break, dude. I'm fucking pissed. I want to break some shit right now, dude. I want to punch a wall, bro. Give me a 2x4. I'll crack it over my knee. I'm so pissed.
punching drywall as a fucking
That's what that
music
is.
genre.
That's drywall rap.
Yeah.
Punching drywall. Give me something to break, dude. I'm fucking pissed. Dude, I'm pissed, man.
Then all those people went back to, you know, Orange County and they were like, dude, Woodstock was crazy, man. I punched some girl in the head.